Hello everybody and welcome to my InDesign tutorial, and today I'm gonna show you how to put in layout a book, and it's only made from text. So today we're gonna play with a lot of text. The book is lengthy. It has about 142 pages in the Word document. So I presume that in InDesign it will have more or less, because the format of the book is quite tall, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. And we're going to start off by preparing the layout, and after that importing the text from the Word document. So I'm going to start off right away by clicking File, New, and Document. My InDesign is set in millimeters, so if you work, I don't know, in inches or pixels or whatever, it's your choice. But working with printable material, I always like to pick the millimeters. So InDesign just shows you the standard A4 size paper, A5, all of that. So the client specified the size to me, so the size of the book is 135 millimeters width by height 270. Okay, columns, we don't need that because we're not working with columns, we're just working with a simple plain layout, because this book is actually a journal of two people talking to each other, and you can see that the text is differentiated by normal character text and italic text, and I'm gonna show you in a bit what I'm talking about. Margins, top, bottom, inside and outside, we're gonna work with those right away, and I'm gonna explain what these do. Bleed and slug, we don't need bleed because we don't have images going to the edge, so we're gonna go over that too. Okay, let's start off by making our new document. So we have our page here, so it's just page 1. By default it applies the A master, which is here. This is the A master. So what I like to do in the master pages, because actually I think I'm gonna need only one master, and what you see here, these lines, these are the margins and columns here. So this is actually where I'm going to put my text boxes into, because this is going to be a glued book, so it's not going to be sewn. It's going to be glued. I'm going to have to make my distances here a little big from the inside. So the client margin specifics are 27 on the top, 33 on the inside, and you can see here already they're changing. On the bottom would be 40 because we have to add the page number, and on the outside 24. Okay, as you can see, the settings only applied to the page on the left. That's because I only had selected the page on the left here on the masters panel. Let's go ahead and select the other page too. You can actually do that by selecting both pages, but I wanted to show you, if you don't select both pages, it will go and only add the changes on the one you just selected, 40 and 24. Okay, so now in mirror we have the same sizes in which I'm going to add the text boxes. So the A master is applied on my pages here. Now the page panel here, if you create a new page, it's going to show them to you in a vertical manner. because I'm gonna have a lot of pages and I wanted to scroll fast through them, I'm gonna go to View Pages and tell him to show me the pages horizontally. Now, if you select all the pages, if you make your pages here, go to page 1, double click on the page 1, and select all pages, you can go to Layout, Margins and Columns, and change your layout on all the pages at once. But I prefer to do this in the master. Now, the next step. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to add page numbers to my pages. So I'm going to make a text box in the master pages here, and I'm going to make a capital A. I'm going to tell this capital A by right-clicking on it to be a special character, and the marker and current page marker. Just as simple as that. I'm going to double click on the frame. The selected font that my client wants is Adobe Carlson. For now, I'm just going to put it anywhere around here. I'm going to duplicate this text box by holding the Alt key and dragging. You see, I can move it anywhere, but if I hold also Shift key, it's going to stay in line. So I'm going to add it at the edge of my presumably text box here. I'm going to align this on the right from the alignment panel here, so align right. And if we go into the pages, we're going to have our page numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until 10. Okay, so these are the basics to start off when designing the book. So I just made my layout, I added my margins and columns, I added my page numbers, and I did this all just in the master pages. For starters, now what we're gonna do is import our text. As you can see here, this is my manuscript. So the author sends me the text in a Microsoft Word document. So you can see here that the text has a title. Okay, this is the page title. These are the interior titles, which are marked in bold. So I have an idea of what I have to do. These are the texts where they're talking. So this is a regular text, this is an italic text, regular text, regular text, regular text, italic text, regular text. You can see that they're talking to each other. So I know how to differentiate them from one another in the text. Okay, let's close off the Microsoft document Word, go back to InDesign, and by holding Ctrl and D, we have to import the text. You can see here that I'm already on it, and make sure you have here this box checked for show import options. It's gonna take a little while because I actually didn't show it to you. This Word document has a lot of pages, so it has 49,901 words and 147 pages. Okay, now what we're going to have to do is open the text file. Now it's going to take a little bit longer because it has to process the text. I'm gonna have to wait. Okay, as you can see, I have my options here. So I'm gonna preserve the styles and formatting from text and tables. So this is gonna preserve the distances between the rows, the paragraphs, and the single rows, the text, the title rows, and stuff like that. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Let's hit OK. And now it's gonna generate the preview of the text. There are gonna be some issues with the text, I'm sure about that. Either way, it's not going to fit in the frame, or there may be a lot of hidden characters that might be going between the words at the end of the rows and stuff like that. There may be many problems with the Word file, and we're gonna have to fix that in Design. Okay, so it's done. Now, I'm gonna add here the first page. So as you can see, this is the title page. In this text frame here, you have a small plus. If we go down here on the left, you see that I have one error. So this is the pre-flight panel. The pre-flight panel is very useful because it will show you all the errors that you might have in InDesign. So, for instance, here I have overset text because in this frame I have a lot of text following it. Okay, you can press the plus over there and add another frame of text. As you can see, I have nothing in it. Nothing tells me here that there's something here. So what I'm gonna do is go to type and show hidden characters. Let's see. Now you can see the hidden characters. Okay, let's see what's the problem here. And try to make the frame big. Oh, you see, I made the frame bigger, and all the hidden characters just appeared. This is the ending row. I think it's called like that in English. Okay, next frame. Okay, so as you can see, we have some text here. Let's delete these. And also, I want to copy this from here. Just copy and paste it in another frame. Because I want to delete this frame, and delete all of this text. This will be a line left, but this is the problem here, right here. Let me just put back here the title here, page title. I'm gonna adjust this earlier on. And now, as you can see here, if I make this frame as big as my layout, the text is going to disappear. Why is that? Because somewhere around here, this text here, which is a title, has an indent, a left indent of 101 millimeters. Don't know why. That's why it imported from Word. So we're going to tell it to be 0. We're going to tell it to be 0. And right now, we're going to go and flow the text again. And again. If we go to the Pages panel here, you can see that in the thumbnails, I already have text. But this isn't the size of the font or the font that the client wants. So what I'm gonna do is, because I separated this text in this text box from this text, I'm gonna select all the text. Even though I have offset text here, it doesn't matter, it's gonna select all the text. Control A, and I'm gonna tell it to be Adobe Caslon. Nope, it doesn't work. It's Times New Roman. Okay, we're gonna do something else, because it cannot change the text unless it's regular, italic, semi-bold. I cannot put the text, all the text on regular, because I have italic and bold. So what I'm gonna do is use change and find. So what this does, I can find the format. I want to find Times New Roman, regular. Okay. I want to change that format to Adobe Caslon Pro. Okay. As you can see, it will find the format I'm telling it, and I'm going to change it to Adobe Caslon Pro. So this is the way I can change only the regular text. Change find, change find, change find. And I'm going to go with change all, because this is not something that will destroy my text. It will just change the font. Okay, change all. 673 replacements made. That means that I have 673 paragraphs in regular font. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back to change find. I'm going to delete the previous option. And I'm going to tell it to find Times New Roman, italic. Now, I'm going to go find and delete the other previous options and on change format, and tell it to be Adobe Caslon Pro, italic. Find, change find. You can see this way. I'm going to change the font, change all, and have 595 paragraphs in italic. Okay, now for the bold text, the same process. Delete the previous options on find and change, and basic character formats times, and this time bold, and change to Adobe Caslon Pro and bold. At this point, it's not finding anything because it's in the overset text. We're gonna go anyway and say change all. So you see I have 113 replacements on the bold text. Well, that includes my my first tips for you guys, and I'm gonna see you in the next episode. Goodbye.